Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you find yourself in this weird world of ours. Once again, we come back to Dragon Age, The Rise of the Qunari. And it seems we have some new blood that wishes to join the Inquisition this day. A dwarf and a few others. They lead you on, the new recruits, into a formal dining hall. That appears to have been turned into a more of a kind of diplomat/talk area. And eventually, Gunder, you are brought aside into a very formal looking office. And as you proceed through the door, you can see this woman sitting behind a desk with many papers and parchments and whatnot.
Okay.
And she says, "Please have a seat."
Righto, and I'll take a seat. Placing my axe kind of along the chair, letting it just sit there.
Name?
Gunda Thumperdink.
Occupation?
Currently working as a sellsword.
I see. And after reading the reports, very interesting. After reading these reports, I'm surprised that your kingdom in the mountains hasn't prevented you from joining us. It seems that you are very rare amongst your kind. So why do you wish to join the Inquisition? And furthermore, how on earth did you even get down here?
Yes.
I see. Well, can you at least tell me why you wish to join the Inquisition?
I run along seeking whoever I can help, and I figured I could be of more use here than over in my mountain home.
I take it some of your family and friends were disappointed that such a prized treasure was leaving the city of the dwarves.
You know, I sometimes think they don't even notice I'm gone yet.
She gives out a little bit of a laugh. And she says, "Tell me, what are some skills that you possess?"
Well, I'm quite handy at swinging the axe around. I do have some healing capabilities to make sure I can help on the front lines if ever needed.
Indeed, a dwarf blessed by one of the divine, that is indeed a rare sight.
Aye.
Very well. She finishes signing up some paperwork, and she slides over some documents to you, basically documentation of your employment. And then she slides on over a Inquisition sigil or badge, if you will. She says, "Good. You can find inquiries and the bounties on the bounty board there for jobs and whatnot, and your first assignments may or may not be come to you from the higher ups. So go ahead and make yourself at home in the mess hall and introduce yourself to some of the others you may see. Welcome to the Inquisition."
Aye. Thank you, ma'am. And I collect my gear, stand up, and go find some food and friends, I guess.
You proceed into the mess hall, where I will have from right to left. So, Orin, you're first. Tell our newcomer what he sees and what your character looks like and what you're doing in the mess hall.
You see, basically, basically, you see what my character looks like in the picture. That's basically the description. He's mixing around with a couple flasks, pouring one thing into another, occasionally a little puff of smoke coming out of him. One of them. And him occasionally taking a sip from the flask that just had a puff of smoke coming out of it.
I'm assuming you're a dwarf as well.
Hey,
Greetings. It's good to see a dwarven face here. I thought I was going to be the minority.
there are quite a few other dwarves here. Quite a few of us aren't particularly right in the head, though.
Oh, and you are right in the head, correct?
More or less.
Well, considering those concoctions you're playing with hasn't blown up yet, I would assume yes.
Yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice meeting you. I'm Gunnar. I'm going to go this way now. Thank you.
Very well. A slight explosion comes from the flask as he pours it.
Bah.
Carl, you can go up next if you want.
Off to the side, towards one of the corners of the mess hall, you see a red-headed figure in heavy armor with a scythe set down by the side, eating quietly. She is extremely tall, by the looks of it.
Okay, I guess I'll just kind of walk on by, gives her a polite nod as I go towards wherever the food is to gather up some breakfast, I guess.
She doesn't even seem to nod. However, the moment you pass by, it seems like she twitches a bit with every one of your footsteps and then turns towards you. And just underneath her hair, you can notice that she has bandages all over her eyes. It seems like she effectively can't see.
That's an interesting one. And continue on my way.
You proceed towards the where some of the food has been displayed. Secular assortment of hard-boiled eggs, scrambled, some what looks to be wild game cooking on a rack, and some very nice brown bread. Also, it seems to be selected by water, wine, and mead that are all out and displayed on the table. After you gather up some food and whatnot, you do notice one more person in the mess hall. And Serena, go ahead and describe yourself. Apparently, Serena has become mute.
Well, not on her
Oops.
too, and I'll go sit down.
Okay. No, I'm not mute anymore. Sorry. Okay, so Serena is at a table that's quite secluded from the rest of them, because she really likes her privacy and loneliness and whatnot. And then she realizes, fuck, another dwarf.
I heard that, tea drinker.
No, I don't think you did. You're at your lab making bombs.
Well, it must have just been something I heard.
As he says to another random person just walking by, random guard just looks over at Orin and goes, "Huh?"
I knew it. He wasn't right in the head. Thank God I walked away.
Guard just kind of looks at Orin. "Nah, I don't drink tea," and then shrugs and walks off.
Oh, and
Damn
by the
tea
way,
drinker.
Serena isn't drinking tea, she's drinking mead at the moment. So, suck it, Oren. I'm gonna arrest you again if you keep with that shit.
Someone say my name?
Well, I guess the most receptive one would be the dwarf, so I think I'm going to go sit with him and
Sick
try
burn.
to avoid his explosions.
You sit down, and you do notice that most of the mess hall is giving you space due to his obvious experiments.
Which he shouldn't be doing in the mess hall in the first place.
My character goes to offer him a drink from one of his
Oh,
flasks.
fuck.
Oh, is it safe?
It's just purified water.
Well, thank you very much. I
Possibly
guess I
they
shall
are.
take a swig to clean my palate before I enjoy this divine food.
Okay. Oren, is that a mutagen?
No, it's just purified dwarven water.
Okay.
So it's alcohol.
Woo!
It tastes really good, Grunder.
Aye, that is divine stuff. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. We had
Well-
another dwarf that had a severe reaction with one of my flasks last time. He kind of, I believe, blew himself a new asshole.
Oh my. That does sound like quite an adventure.
You see Rex over on one of the tables with his wide plumed hat set down. He turns around and he said, "Because you accidentally gave him a mutagen, you idiot."
It wasn't a mutagen. It was just a flask of dragon's breath.
Oh,
He just looks at you like, mhm.
I even told him that he might not have the strong enough stomach for it.
He just kind of looks at you and just kind of goes back to eating while keeping an eye on you.
so what brings you here, friend?
The people where I'm from weren't quite receptive to my specialities and hobbies. Spent about 20 years in the mines doing explosives, and yeah, I decided to take my work home.
I feel like there's more to that story, but if you don't want to tell it, I will understand.
Winter, would you roll me a 1d20 plus your wisdom modifier or intelligence modifier?
In whatchamacallit?
In Discord in the dice channel. Just type
Okay.
/roll. Same commands as
Roll 20?
roll 20. Mhm.
Okay, wisdom it is.
You faintly remember back when you were getting your training, you remember a very large explosion in one of the newly opened mine shafts that had connected to a specific spot of the Deep Rose that the Grey Wardens wanted invested in. And there was a new blasting component that some of the dwarves were trying. And you remember a name. And the name that flew around was indeed Oren. For being responsible for that massive explosion. Granted, it didn't cause any harm or kill anyone, but it exploded out of proportion from what the other dwarves thought it would.
Guess I lean back in the chair a little bit and gonna stroke my beard. Huh. I do recall your name, apparently. Quite an interesting explosion you made there.
Which one?
I will tell him about the one I remember. Because I
The expedition to the deep road's the one that got you thrown out of Orgrimmar.
Ah, that one. Yeah, things kind of went downhill from there. How was I supposed to know that mixing those two chemicals was going to create that kind of reaction?
Well, at least blasting can be rather useful around here.
Some people don't think so, like Tea Drinker over there.
What's her story anyway? She kind of gave me the stink eye.
I think she's racist against us dwarves.
No. That cannot be.
Oh, it can.
I kind of look over in her general direction to see what she's doing.
Drinking mead, eating breakfast.
Okay. I raise my goblet to her and swig it down.
So you raise a goblet back. And she
Oh, she
down
seems
too.
so nice. I don't know what you mean. She's not racist.
Grunder, what is your spellcraft or spell check?
Zero.
Okay, roll me a 1d20, please.
I forgot to put points in that. I'm amazing.
What did you get?
It's okay. Just means you won't be doing much counterspelling.
Oh, that's fine. I don't counterspell anyways. Boop. No.
Oh, hello.
It's gonna be one of those games. Thanks, Roll20.
Okay. As you raise your glass to her and chug it down, for a fraction of an instant, you behold a horrifying visage of a woman clothed in black with a black mask and red eyes and two very large bird-like wings sprouting, almost like the angel of death coming down upon you. And then you just snap back into it.
I hate you.
Kind of stern my gaze at her for a second and raise an eyebrow. And finish my drink and then turn back.
From what you can discern, you're obviously no dwarf in this universe has the ability to dream. Hence, no dwarf has the ability to use arcane magic. However, divine magic, not so. But you know absolutely nothing about the arcane per se. And
Hold on, what was
so
that? It
you
cut
have no-
out for a second.
I said, you know nothing about the arcane, since there's no dwarf that can use magical powers. But the divine magic, on the other hand, you do have knowledge of. If she used something that was arcane, or if there was just something that was arcane that came out of nowhere, because the image you saw in her looked completely different, you have no idea what happened. And as for divine, there doesn't appear to be anything that was any division-y or whatever about that, so confusing. Granted, you've had these visions before. It's nothing new. It just happens at times.
Well, that's interesting. Interesting indeed. And I guess I'll just go back to eating. Just kind of shrugging it off now.
Hmm. Carl, Serena, you guys going to do anything?
I mean, I don't know what you have planned.
Well,
I'm just gonna keep eating. She's eating a lot. Way
Alright.
too, actually. That no.
after a moment, and it's at this point out of character, I would like all of the players to grab a pen and pencil with some paper or a program or somewhere where you can type information that you will not lose it.
I'm on the phone, dude. Wait. I need to go grab my notebook.
No worries. We will have an
work.
we will have an intermission.
Intermission. Going through the closet. Going through the closet. Shh.
Okay, pen and paper, he said. I got that now.
All right.
In the
Get ready.
island, like there's just a sudden,
Get out of the closet.
and it
dude.
seems like
Get out
Yami
of
just
the
broke
closet.
her spoon.
Just
Then she just takes it, puts it back together, and mends it again. Keeps eating.
Just what are the spoons made of?
Gallium, it seems.
Okay. I got the thingy.
Okay, so sometimes I will be putting up specific bounty boards for certain characters, so I will announce what has gone up. These bounties that I announce are only for the players in this current session, because they are being given to you. However, when you see one of the guards come by, and you see him start putting up bounties on the bounty board and some new flyers, a message comes to each one of you. Yami, your expedition with the bard that you talked with not too long ago has been confirmed, and you guys literally depart today.
Oh.
You will be paid for the expedition, as it was basically sent off as diplomacy, trying to make contact with some of the lost kingdoms of the East. And Orin,
Yes.
you're going to do some research down by the cove with Captain Rex and Porthos.
Okay.
And you're also going, when you go down there to test, you're also going to take a small squad and investigate this bandit problem that's going on.
Okay.
This will also be something you're paid for. Serena,
Mm-hmm.
you, Colin, and a few soldiers are to go investigate a disturbance at one of the northern watchtowers, not too far away from the Inquisition headquarters, where they have just recently not been receiving contact for the past 2 days, which is a bit out of place. And they want you to take some new recruits and some experienced recruits, and Grunder is one of the persons they want you to take.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be you, Colin, Grunder, and some varied.
And what was this for again?
What?
This was for the Inquisition. You're going to the Northern Watchtower that has, for whatever reason, stopped sending ravens to the main Inquisition.
Don't worry, dude. I'll come pick you up. I'll fill you in. Don't worry about it.
I think I go ahead and have everyone write those down.
You said kingdoms to the east, correct?
Yes.
Like from where Augustus is from.
Yeah.
You should take him with you, maybe.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Was he seasoned properly?
I don't like that laughing.
You shouldn't.
All right, so for everyone who is in the mess hall right now, You hear a kind of a booming voice report over, just kind of seems to echo in your minds. And it says, Grunda Thumperdink, Serena, Yami, Oren. Report to the third office now.
Serena will get up
My
and start
character-
walking.
My character mumbles, "What did I do now?"
Where's this third office?
You follow
You can
everyone
just
else.
follow. Yeah.
Yeah, Yami picks up her scythe and the scythe disappears into her hands as she gets going.
I shall follow along, as being the newbie I am.
You proceed up 3 flights of cobblestone stairs. And eventually, all of you, even though some of you have been to this particular floor, none of you have seen this office far back in the hall. It's actually very close to Liliana's, but it's kind of off to the side. And when you approach the office, but when you reach for the door, Serena, since you're in the lead, the door opens before you even go for it.
A shrug. Walk in.
You walk in, and it looks exactly like Liliana's office. And you see this figure standing at the window, just kind of with his hands behind his back, just looking towards you. Except his eyes
Good
are not
day.
glowing.
Yeah.
Good,
Well, I'll
good-
say good
good-
day.
good day, Serena. How are you?
Well rested and well fed, thank you. And you?
Same. Welcome, welcome. Come in, come in. You can close the door behind you.
My character walks in, taking a sip from his flask as per usual.
I guess I'll come in, and since I'm the last one, I'll shut the door gently.
The guy reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a flask and pulls up his mask a little bit and takes a swig. Yeah. All right.
Sorry about that.
Forgive me, Serena. I've met you very briefly, but my name is Preeton, and that is all you need to know. I have a small task for each one of you. It's something that's needs to be done very quickly, and you are the current available members of our Inquisition to go settle this matter.
All right.
Just over the next rise there in the village of Kavech, there appears to be a squabble going on, and I do not have the manpower to go and end it at the moment. I would send you 4 to go and see what is going on and to quell the civilians, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Do we know what kind of squabble that is?
It is broken out into a violent revolt. It doesn't look like an open rebellion or any sort of anger towards the townsfolk, but there does appear to be some hatred towards the Inquisition, and the local town guard there are being overwhelmed.
Mhm.
It's not gotten out of hand yet, but they will soon be overwhelmed if more people join the revolt.
So is there any further intel on that? Is there a way to resolve this without resorting to violence?
That will be for you 4 to decide. It would be preferable to end this without violence, but if violence needs to be done, then so be it.
All right. Certainly not the best at diplomacy. However, I'll do my best.
Understood. And you will be, of course, compensated, all of you, for your time.
Is
Yeah,
there
but-
anything else we need to know?
At the moment, There's no more intel I can give you. It just happened not more than maybe 10 minutes ago.
All right, we'll be off then.
Very
And
well.
Serena will move and get out of the room and go to the stables to wait for the others without a word.
My character nods and walks out of the room.
Well, this shall be interesting. Puts on a helmet, straps it on, and then picks up axe and walks out and follows the leader.
And he just sort of looks around. Then he gives a bit of a bow and nod goes off as well.
Hmm. So you all proceed out to the stables to get yourself some horses. And you all get up and start to ride off. It's actually a very quick little jaunt over to the town. And it's a very, very small village. But you can see that off to the side in kind of the farmland area, there's a big town square as you approach with the red-roofed huts and whatnot and wooden shimlings. And as you get down, you can see that there is a very large crowd formed in the center of the town square that's a circular ring around a big fountain. And you see a good amount of guards, maybe about 6 or 7, all standing at the way you're coming from, one of the exits to the town, with spears leveled. And you can see guards on the other side of the town exit with spears leveled. And you can see quite a large mass of maybe about 30 or 40 villagers screaming and shouting at the guards.
Is there a way to like go somewhat around the villagers so we can place ourselves between the guards and the villagers?
Yeah, you could probably kind of get around there and come in from another side. You'd have to go through some alleyways and whatnot, but yeah, you could eventually make your way over there.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So we can be in the middle of it and just try to be mediators.
I'm gonna go up to the back of the pack and tug on one of their sleeves and ask what's going on.
And I'm gonna tell the team, keep your weapons seated for now.
I'm gonna go kind of up high, probably like on a wall or something where I can get an overview.
Okay, roll me a athletics check.
What's my athletics?
What exactly you want to do?
Oh, I'm just climbing like a wall
He's
or
just-
whatever. Probably
just
using
climbing up.
stairs.
I'm just climbing up onto a roof.
Athletics, acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
If you throw a
sorry, yeah.
grenade from up a wall, I'm gonna take another grenade and shove it up your ass.
What'd you say?
That if you throw a grenade from up the wall down to the crowd, I'm gonna take another grenade and shove it up your ass.
1d20 plus. Okay. Oh, true.
You are failing.
I'm using a backup keyboard.
That's not an excuse.
Oh,
Okay, so as you
That's
start
a
to clamber up,
botch.
as you start to clamber up the house, you immediately fall.
duh.
Oren, get back on your horse and follow the team, please.
Yeah. My character rubs his ass and just rumbles and follows.
All right, so you're going to go with Serena. And then what is Yami doing?
She's just following the noises.
So are you walking up behind the guards or are you following Serena?
Following Serena for now.
All right. So Grunter goes up, you tug on one of the sleeves of the guard.
It's
And
the
he's like-
normal people that I'm tugging on the sleeves, not the guard.
Oh, well, you'd have to get past the guards to do that, and the guards have made kind of a wall.
Oh, we came up behind the guards?
Yeah,
No,
and if
in
you
between.
Okay.
if you followed Serena, you were going to go in the alleyways, but you said you walked up to one of the guards and tugged on it, so...
I thought we were going to go tug on the civilians because I wanted
Okay,
to feel
so-
like it was just with them.
So if you go into that, and if you just start kind of wading into the crowd, do you have your Inquisition sigil showing?
Probably not. I probably forgot on
not?
the table, to be honest.
Okay. You walk into the crowd and you tug on one of them. Guy kind of looks at you and he's like, "What?
What seems to be the problem here?
Freaking Inquisition, that's the problem."
Oh, the Inquisition. What to do?
Kunari just raided 2 port cities and they're holding Kunari in that castle. We're going to go dispense justice our way. From what we
Kunari
hear,
or the guards?
no, from what we hear, there's a Kunari up in there, and he was guilty of attacking the southern city. So we...
Northern.
Northern. And we are going to dispense our own justice, whether the Inquisition likes it or not.
Fucking plebs.
And I'll just kind of waddle my way back through the crowd until I lose the guy I talked to and just kind of walk up to the guards.
You there. Halt.
Halted.
Get back.
Okay.
Are
I'll
we
just
about
stand there.
about arriving there between the guards and the people?
Oh yeah, you guys are there. You can do what you want right now.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna order the guards not to point their spears to the civilians.
The guards very hesitantly raise their spears. And the tension kind of eases a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Well, I remain on the horse, just to try and inspire some,
Roll
Fear.
me
authority
diplomacy.
or something. Why diplomacy,
I'll-
damn it, why diplomacy?
Roll me diplomacy. I'll give you a +2 for being on the horse, and you kind of have a nice image.
Can't I just bluff it?
Well, if you want to bluff and lie, yeah, you can roll a bluff, but you're not really lying. You're trying to quell the situation using diplomacy.
Here,
That's
can I
exactly
pat
what
my-
you're doing.
Me.
Can I
Fuck me.
pat her horse on the ass and kind of grant her some touch of glory here?
You may.
Okay, I will do that
What?
And what does Touch of
Dude,
Glory do for her?
seriously?
then. Allows you to touch a creature standard action. She gets to use. What the fuck? Will it last up to 1 hour? It grants the bonus. So she gets a +5 to her charisma throws.
Oh, hell yeah. So that would technically be 1, 2. So actually, Christine, you're going to get a +4 to this diplomacy roll.
+4. Okay.
Yeah, as you see the dwarf kind of come up to you and he pats the horse, and you feel yourself almost glow with inspiration.
23.
What do you say?
23.
I know. What do you say? You're on the horse.
Oh,
you
what do
have
I
you have
say?
their attention. You have succeeded in your diplomacy. What do you wish to say to the crowd?
Will there be a representative of you to let me know what the issue here is so we can resolve it peacefully? There is no need for violence or conflict here.
Eventually and hesitantly, some of the people step back, and an older gentleman, looking like he's in his 50s, walks forward with a cane and staff, almost like a village elder type. And he
Yeah,
steps
I will
forward.
unmount. I will dismount to go meet him.
Do I notice anything about him that's different or
Roll me a
unusual?
perception.
Okay. Let me see what my perception is.
Well, now you made me paranoid, so I'm gonna roll it too. God damn it.
Okay.
And I guess I'll study this guy in preparation for discerning lies.
Use that perception.
Ooh, 31. I'm
Yeah,
very
go ahead.
protective.
Go ahead and everyone roll perception then.
Everyone,
And you say
I'm
you have
out
to,
at Papel.
and Winter, you said you have discern lies up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start studying him for discern lies.
22. I rolled a 4.
Okie dokie. Okay. All of you notice, he, it looks like he was in a scuffle earlier. He's got a little bit of scratches on kind of below his neck, and he's got like a little bit what looks like a remnant of a black eye. He is wearing red robes with gold trimmings, and he has the staff does not appear to be an arcane implement, or he does not appear to be an apostate. He looks like a man who has had a lot of years of service in the military, but he is definitely getting old and turning into more of a hermit / village elder looking kind of a fellow. And he walks up to you and he says, "There's not much I can do. The people want justice.
Justice for what exactly?
A lot of the people who have moved into this village just recently lived in the northern and southern coastal regions that were attacked. Not only were they attacked in the two places that the Inquisition was supposed to protect, but they were attacked and raided by the Kunari, who have declared war on Ferelden. And now, apparently, word has gotten around that you are harboring a prisoner or turncoat of sorts for the raid party, and they want their
Sir,
justice."
we defended both locations as best as we could.
Oh, I know that.
I'll have you know, we still need a lot more recruits to be able to provide adequate protection to everyone. However, in order to defend, we need to have knowledge of the enemy. The prisoners is there to provide that knowledge. Do not think that that justice isn't going to be done, but justice doesn't come with a lynch mob. Justice comes when we are able to strike back, and if we don't have the information we need in order to gain knowledge for our enemy. And while I say all this, I look from side to side in the crowd to make sure that they understand what I'm saying. So if we don't have the knowledge to defend and counterattack, there will be more casualties on our side. You might think that killing the prisoner now or giving it to you to do your own justice, that's going to solve your problems. It will not solve your problems. We need to know more about our enemy.
He says, "Believe me, my dear, I am with you." And Grunter? Grunder?
Yes, sir.
The moment he says, "I am with you," that's bullshit.
I kind of clear my throat a little bit.
Can I roll sense motive?
You can roll sense motive difficulty 22.
Fuck! Seriously, dude?
Yep.
Kenyami?
Yes, actually, that's right. Yami's got that. He rolled a nat 20 on his bluff, so yeah, he got the highest
23.
difficulty.
23.
Excellent. And let's see what Carl gets.
Let me check my bonuses because Yami has a surprising amount. Oh, God.
Yeah, Winter, you can tell
26.
precisely when he's lying. And for those of you that beat the check on the sense motive, you can't flat out tell he's lying, but you definitely think he's kind of BSing you. But as for Winter, you can clearly tell he is lying. And you guys can tell
Well,
for the sense motive check that he's not quite being forthcoming.
I'll further question him. So if you are on our side, sir, then why, instead of making peace in this crowd, why are you part of it? Why is there a riot here when we have... I can't even count how many other problems going on right now.
What can
That
me as
would-
one man do?
I'm gonna lock eyes with him and take a couple steps forward, standing up straight and tall, trying to assert my own authority.
Straight and tall.
Straight and tall as the dwarf. Bite me.
I'm gonna lightly place a hand on Gundar and cast resistance.
Ah. Alrighty, so Gundar has resistance.
Okay, so I guess this is gonna be a slight intimidate check, I guess.
So you're rolling intimidate. All right. Go ahead and roll it, and then I'll let you act it out. So roll intimidate.
You better not screw this up.
Well, it's more of an intimidating presence thing, trying to keep the whole feistiness at bay. Okay, let's see here. So
you're gonna kind of step forward, brandish your armor and axe, and be like,
yeah, basically just stand there and basically size this guy up. As if the leader was up, standing against the leader, none of them want to budge. So that's going to be that. Okay, so so that's.
You also feel that when Orin touches you, something happens. It feels like arcane, but it feels beneficial.
Well, I'm pretty sure I recognize resistance, considering I have that myself.
Oh yeah. Well, remember, his is arcane, yours is divine.
Ah, you bitch.
Two different types of magic.
Does they stack?
He didn't cast it right now, so right now you have it cast. But if he cast his own, no, it would not stack.
Okay.
Just like how if he cast mage armor on you and then you cast mage armor.
Ooh, 25.
Ooh, no bad.
Crit! Oh my god. So as Orin casts resistance on you, there's that little shimmer of light that kind of comes over you. And as you step forward, your armor is really ornate and well done. Your weapon is also very ornate and well done.
Very
and
keen, if you say.
And as you step forward, that little shining light that kind of is immersion kind of shines off your armor, and you shine very brightly, almost like something angelic from the heavens walking up. And the entire crowd takes 2 steps back, and the guy sits there and kind of looks at you. He takes 1 step back. You are a very intimidating person right now.
Who stepped back first, the guy or the group?
Everyone step back from you
at the exact same time.
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look towards Yami. Well, okay, fuck that, cause she's blind, so she can't see me nodding to take a position. So, whatever. I'll just feed off the dwarf.
You could pep her.
What?
Go ahead.
Well, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
Out of character, Serena has no idea that Yami can actually see what she's doing.
No, I know. I said you could bap her, but I don't know.
I can whack her.
Whack her on the head.
No, I want it to be subtle.
That's fair. Okay, go ahead.
So, I'll try to nod at her and tell her to position herself on the other side of me so that we have like a double intimidation buffer, and hope for the best.
So Yami?
So she did do it? She did say it?
Yep.
No, she didn't say it. She nodded.
She just kind of nodded to you, like hey, go over there, kind of a nod.
Yami doesn't seem to move for a moment. Then she does. She starts to shuffle over towards the opposite side of where Christine was placing herself.
Serena, would you roll me a perception, please?
Come on again. Can't I do it with my previous perception? It was so fucking good.
It's for a new thing? It'll be really easy. Yeah.
26.
Oh, easily. Yeah, you noticed that when you gave that nod to Yami, she didn't even look in your direction and followed your orders exactly the way you wanted her to.
Well, I guess the automaton is useful after all.
As Yami
Thinking
steps
that,
forth,
not saying it.
As Yami steps forth, Yami, do you have your scythe out?
Yami does not have her scythe out at the moment.
Okay, so Yami does step forward, though, in very big, heavy armor. How tall precisely is Yami? I think she's like what, 6'3"?
She's 7'5".
7? Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, so a very tall barbarian fucking woman steps out next to the dwarf, just dwarfing the dwarf at this point, and now everyone is like, because now they're flipped out. Because you have a dwarf who is very well armed, you have a woman standing well taller than everyone else, and now they have also noticed that everyone here is armed.
My
Okay.
And
character.
so, go
Go
ahead.
on. Let me
Okay.
see. I'm about to. Are there any buildings near where we are?
Yeah, there's a lot.
All right, my character's gonna cast jump and jump to the nearest buildings on top of it.
Okay. Everyone
like
immediately
that.
gasped, like, ah! Here's some whispers in the audience, like, apostate!
I'm going to point towards the older man and then ask him a very simple question here. Why did you organize this mob?
He looks at you. He looks left. He looks right. And he says, and he points off to where some of the guards are behind you, and he's like, it was that man.
As a
Wait, hold on.
Out
What?
of-
He
out
pointed
of-
toward the guard saying it was that man?
Yeah, it was that guy. So does anyone look?
No.
Anyone at all?
I don't. I know he's trying to escape. I'll
Yami,
grab
Yeah,
him.
he just
hold on. Yami actually does look, but what's up?
he immediately points again towards like behind you, and he's like, look out! And he kind of waits to see if anyone looks.
my
I'm,
character
I'm-
pulls out his
I'm
heavy
staring him
crossbow
down.
and begins to arm
I'm
it.
staring him down right now. And I'll say, please turn around, sir, and
So-
put your hand behind your back.
So from the roof, my character begins to arming his heavy crossbow.
Yep, I hear you. I heard you. Okay, he is going to drop a smoke bomb.
I'm gonna use fire missile, and I'm gonna shoot a confusion bomb in the crowd.
I'm also going to quickly cast Brand on him.
Can I jump him?
Yeah,
tackle him?
we're gonna go ahead and have everyone roll initiative here, and it's at this point he's going to use a ring on his finger, and he's going to cast haste on himself.
Okay, that's it. Christina, I'm going to use my amazing ability here. And I'm going to use my teamwork feat to give you my cunning initiative.
Can I quickly give her haste?
I have a potion of haste.
Okay, never mind.
Yami will
Well,
cast.
I mean,
I
that
can.
way you don't
So,
you
okay.
don't have to waste if he casts it on you, you don't have to waste the potion.
Okay, then you can cast it on me.
I'm gonna
So
cast haste.
what initiative do I roll then?
You get a +5 to your initiative from me.
Okay, so
And
I
then
get 10.
haste.
Oh, does Yami get that too?
No, it's just on Serena right now.
Oh no,
Yami's
Yami's also casting haste on herself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
20.
So Serena, you're actually getting a +9 to your already initiative, whatever it is.
Plus, so I get +5 and +9.
Well, you're getting a +5, and then you're getting a +4,
Yes.
so you're getting a +9
Okay.
from the spells, and then you add that to your already base initiative, whatever it is.
Okay.
So, like, if your initiative was 1, you'd be getting a +10 total.
It's 5, so I get how much?
So it's 5, so
You
you
get
get
14.
another 5, so it's 10, and then you get another 4,
14.
so it's 14.
Okay.
Basically, you're going
25.
first, so you better take this bitch down.
25.
Okay, so here's what happened. He did actually drop the smoke bomb because that was his held action. Everyone else did a quick action because, they weren't surprised. So everyone did that declared action. Now the actual initiative order starts. So he drops the smoke bomb and it goes off in front of him. Now, Serena, you are going first. And you are, anyone who's looking at Serena sees that she is kind of blurred and hazed. And she's, when you spring forward, or if you move to go fast after the guy, you move in almost a blur. So go ahead and declare what you're doing.
I want to tackle him.
Okay, he is off guard, so he's going to lose some CMD stuff here. Go ahead and roll your CMB bonus, your highest bonus.
CMB.
Yeah.
+8. Okay.
Yep, so this will be versus a subtracted version of his.
Please work, please work, please work. 22.
That hits. You are successfully able to grab him. He is now grappled, so you wish to do a tackle.
Yes.
So roll me another CMB check.
Same, right?
Actually, I'm sorry. This will be strength versus strength. 1d20 plus your strength modifier versus his strength modifier.
Strength modifier? Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Shit. Fuck, shit, fuck.
You could try to trip him. Let Yami catch up.
4.
So you spring forward at unbelievable speed and like tackle him, and he's like and then he you try and wrestle him to the ground, but he is clearly stronger than you. But you still have him grappled, and he's not going anywhere. He tries to pull away from you and get away, but you're holding on, and you're able to keep him held. Let's see, did you move? You did an action. You've got a minor, but that's not going to matter. So let's see who goes next here. I think it's. I believe it's Carl. Yeah, so Yami.
All right, Yami's gonna try to catch up.
Mhm.
Let me check for something real quick.
Yep. As you spring forward, Yami, your scythe immediately says, "Look out! People in the crowd!" And up top, Oren, you can see the crowd kind of dispersing now, but you can see a few people here and there pulling out hand crossbows.
Yami does not seem that doesn't seem to give Yami any pause though.
What
keep
are the
going.
guards doing, by the way?
Oh, they're all moving. They're all going at initiative as well. They just rolled like shit. I mean,
Alright.
to be fair, you had a plus 14 to initiative. You kind of sprang forward before everyone even knew how
Yeah.
to think. So, Yami.
Okay, if I can get to the guy, I'm going to. Yami will try to and just grab him, hold him.
So you're also going to do a grapple. He is already being grappled. So go ahead and roll your CMB, and his CMB will be even lower now.
Excellent.
So he's basically getting dogpiled at this point.
Well, what I would like Yami to do is grab him and take him and go, pretty much. Because I want to interrogate that motherfucker.
Hold on. Oh God, I forgot. All right, Yami's roll is going to be ridiculously high at this point.
I'm gonna actually tell Yami, take him and go.
Okay, Yami, roll 1d20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, plus my strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're going to win because he rolled pretty shitty.
Unless I roll a 1.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay,
Yes.
so Yami comes. So Serena, as you're holding him, Yami just comes sprinting up behind in her giant, fucking massive Amazonian way, and just picks him up, behind with the arms, and he's just dangling there, and he can't do shit now.
And then, if she has any movement left, she'll use it. But otherwise, that's it.
You do not. You will be right there when you pick him up. I believe Winter, then Oren.
Well, I'm going to flip my shield off my back, and my axe is going to be in my hand. I'm going to step forward between Serene and the archers, and I'm going to do another intimidate on them and tell them all to drop their arms if this goes well.
Okay, roll intimidate.
Do I have that?
You got to be a DC 17.
1d20 plus the 5.
Ooh.
Just
Ooh.
barely. So, granted, they do not run in fear and are not forced to be friendly. However, they are shaken. They are suffering from the shaken status. So they kind of look at you and they're like, "Uh-oh, we're kind of outnumbered here."
Uh-oh, it's that guy that stepped forward.
Orin.
Okay, I'm gonna use magic missile and confusion bomb, and I'm gonna shoot in the middle of the crowd so the explosion confuses all the enemies in that area.
Okay, are you going to use Confusion Bomb or Magic Missile?
Can't use both.
No,
No, wait.
it takes an action to do both. Throwing a bomb and casting a spell is both an action, so you would have to do either a quick cast
Just the
with
bomb.
Magic Missile, which means that
No,
if you
just
do
the bomb. Because
basically
magic missile might do damage.
I know. I'm
right?
just saying that if he wanted to do that, he would have had to do quick cast with Magic Missile, which would have been 4 spell slots higher, which I don't think he actually has, and then he would have then thrown the bomb. But
Well,
magic
as
casting
a
a spell
standard-
and throwing a bomb is
Well,
both standard actions.
As a standard action, the alchemist can infuse a single arrow across the road with power of his bomb. It doesn't say which bomb though.
I know it says you can infuse the crossbow bolt with your bomb and shoot it, and it will do the effect of the bomb,
Yes.
and that's it. Just the bomb. It won't do a spell or anything like that.
So I can't use confusion bomb because it's technically a bomb mine.
No, you can use Confusion Bomb.
Yeah. That's
Remember,
why
you can put any bomb on your arrow. You just can't do Magic Missile and your bomb at the same time.
No. What I'm saying, I was going to put confusion bomb on my missile and shoot it into the
Okay.
crowd.
On your crossbow bolt.
Ah.
There we go. That makes a lot more sense. So you're basically shooting an explosive bolt at him.
Yeah.
with
that
with
to
confusion bomb. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make an attack roll against the guy.
What do
Your
I need to
crossbow.
roll?
Your crossbow.
Okay. Let me see. Crossbow. Range 12, 3d6 plus 5, fire plus.
It's the bonus. It's like the plus. It's the plus on the side.
Plus 5 plus.
No, it's the plus. It's the number.
Range plus 12.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, at least you don't need precision.
Yeah.
Just make sure the bomb doesn't hit where we stand.
That is a natural 1.
Well, I'm on top of a roof, so.
Roll me a d6. See where it scatters.
Fuck. We're fucked.
Okay, so luckily it does not scatter towards your allies, but you shoot high, and it kind of goes over his head, and it goes into the crowd
Which I was wanting.
of people running away.
That was what I was wanting.
And they get confused. None of them are going to make the save. Does your Confusion Bomb actually do any damage?
Yes.
Okay, how much damage does it do?
I think it does 3d6.
Okay,
Seriously, dude.
I already got it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people take 6 damage. No one goes down, but those people are confused as all hell.
And they're
Seven-
fighting each other.
Yeah, they kind of immediately, some of the crowd stops running and then immediately like kind of starts falling over each other and just turning into a mess. Unfortunately, they do not run back towards the crossbowmen to distract them, which now means the crossbowmen are going to shoot at Serena, and then one is going to turn and shoot up at Orin. So Serena first.
What's the rules on cover again?
It grants partial miss bonus, like on a D100, if they roll a certain thing. Like it's kind of like blur. If you cast blur on yourself, they have
It's
like a
against
20 to
my
30%
AC.
chance to miss. Yeah, 18.
Because I believe
Against
I'm
my
fighting her
AC.
cover.
Yes.
So my AC is 18. Which AC is that?
It's just it's AC, just AC, not flat-footed, not
Okay,
whatever. It's
so
just
I'm
AC.
18. So
Okay, so
does
he
it
hits.
hit?
It hits. And then this will be versus you, Orin. 16.
Uh, can I roll like a reflex check or something?
No, it's not a spell and it's not an explosion. This is just a direct attack.
God damn it!
Oh, I just remembered.
She has a +2 with me being her partial cover.
Oh, to +2 to AC.
Yeah.
Oh, then the arrow misses.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It would
so,
probably end up hitting my shield at this point.
I
Yeah.
just remembered something.
So Grunder, you step forward, and as the bolt goes flying right at Serena, you just doing put up your shield, and it bounces off.
Oh yeah, those people that I hit also have fire damage.
That's fine. None of them still go down.
Well, also I remembered that because of magic missile, if I do miss, it doesn't do anything.
It's not magic missile. It's your bolt.
Well, the spell,
I know, and
explosive missile.
I know. You
How
missed.
many
It went over.
times?
You missed. It went over, and I just had it roll a miss check, which
Okay.
is what I do for when people miss with bombs or bolts.
Okay.
So you flew it over. It rolled a 4, which meant it went north, so straight over their heads and went into the crowd.
Okay.
All right. So Serena, he just Grunter just saved your ass. At least in terms of cinematic perspective. But it is back up to your turn, Serena.
Yeah. Okay. How far are they?
They're well within your distance. They're within like 30 feet.
Hmm. I don't want to kill them. I want to apprehend them. So I don't know how to go about it. I will be in a defensive stance and hold my action.
Okay. Yami.
Yami is going to pick up the men she's got grabbed, basically like a sack of potatoes, and she's just gonna get moving using the haste she has.
All right, so you get moving. I take it you're just going back to headquarters or just getting out of that area?
I mean, Serena just said keep moving, so you know what? She's gonna start heading back.
Okay, so you just start
Yeah,
running
that's
back
what-
without
that's
the
what I
horse,
intended.
just carrying the guy. So you just take off. So
And
Yami has left combat.
You know what? Let's double down. She'll cast fly on herself and just take into the air with the guy.
For whatever reason, the flight that you cast does not seem to work. However, your speed does increase.
Excellent.
So like you try and actually like cast the spell that you remember from your homeland, and you start to levitate off the ground, and then you just go right back down. However, your speed is increased.
Hey.
So anyone who's looking at Yami just sees her she just starts running at like already a fast pace, and then she just turns into a blur and clears the hill, clears the guards, clears all the way up over almost the other mound in literally a matter of 3 seconds. And
Bye.
then we are down to winter. Yami has left combat.
All right, I will have to be back in a bit.
How far away are these archers from me?
They're about, well, now they're 25 feet.
Are they
You can
fairly
try another
close together,
intimidation.
or
They're spread out, actually. There's 2 of them.
okay? So Screw it. I'm gonna quick cast on myself. Boop boo. Where is it? I'm gonna quick cast guidance on myself, and then I'm going to do another intimidate check. But this time I'm going to be focusing on whichever one's farthest away from me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another intimidate check.
Roll 1d20 plus 7 this time. Boop. Nope. Man,
Sadly, they are not intimidated.
bitch.
They're still shaken, but they're not going to go any further.
Would you just drop your weapons? This will be easier that way.
In response, he shoots you.
Try me, bitch.
21.
Yeah, that barely hits me though.
Take 6 damage and then roll me a fortitude save. DC 14.
Poison?
Yes.
Okay. That's good because I got a lot of resistance against that shit. So
As a crossbow bolt goes into your knee.
When this happens, can I throw my knife at the guy who shot?
Yes, you were holding your action. You may throw your knife.
Let me figure out what I'm rolling. The 13,
There's-
right? Yeah.
It's the 13th. Should be the 13th.
Yeah.
Is it currently poisoned?
18. No, it's not currently poisoned.
Okay. So, Grunder, you easily resist the poison. You do hit the guy with the knife. Roll 1d4 plus 2.
And the sound of my bomb coming down from nowhere.
Yeah, you guys are being bombed. I now get to roll for bombs. Each one does 4d10 damage. No.
woo!
6.
So, you throw your knife. It sticks into his side. And you wish to call it back.
Yes?
Okay, you snap your fingers and your knife flies back to your hand. That is your full action, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, Orin,
Can I cast 2 spells or only 1?
only one.
Okay, question. Does the long shot also count towards melee weapons?
That is negative. It counts only towards ranged. There is a specific spell for melee. It's not called long shot. It's something else. But long shot is for ranged.
Okay. I'm going to cast Barkskin of Serena.
Okay. You cast Barkskin, and which level are you casting that at, or what's the bonus for it?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Serena, your AC is now plus 5. So 23. Your AC is now 23.
Nice.
As you see this bark kind of start to crawl up your hand and kind of armor you. And it's at this point, Serena, someone else is going to shoot at you.
Of course.
With a crit.
Holy
coming-
shit.
Is it coming from in front of us or behind?
It is coming from behind,
Okay. I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry.
from another alleyway. Luckily, thanks to the Barkskin, your AC is now 25. He does not confirm that crit. So it is just a normal, but he does get to do sneak attack damage.
Fuck.
So Serena, take 23 points of damage and then roll me a fortitude save, DC 14. As a heavy crossbow bolt slams into your back.
God damn it. Fortitude,
And
fortitude.
Orin-
Fuck.
Orin, you can see now a few of those, one of those familiar gray cloaks come out.
I
with a heavy
knew it. I
crossbow.
fucking knew it.
Wait.
9.
Oh dear.
Shit.
What?
Uh-oh.
Is she
Well,
dead?
No. Serena does get a taste of her medicine, though. Serena, you're asleep.
Am I not fucking immune to sleep?
Let me check.
I am
Okay,
immune.
so then you will simply take the secondary effect, which is I did not decide, so I will have you roll a dice. The secondary effect is either blindness or deafness. On a 1, it's blindness. On a 2, it's deafness. So just roll a 1d2.
Jesus. I hate you right now.
You're blind.
I hate you right now.
You, as the crossbow bolt slams into you, you blink for a moment and realize that your vision has gone.
For how long?
Until you make another save.
How much health did she lose?
23.
23.
Okay.
So I'm at 77 health.
And then the other guy is going to throw a bomb at you. He's purposely going to miss and target the square in between you and Gunter to try and hit you both. So both of you roll me a reflex save.
Man, I should have picked up bodyguard.
16. God damn it.
Okay. So Serena, you succeeded, so you take no damage. As you kind of hear it coming and you duck out of the way, even though you're blind.
Muscle memory, man. That shit's important.
And Winter, do you have uncanny dodge or evasion?
Nope, I'm a dwarf.
Okay, you got 16, so you do pass, but you will still take half damage.
He does have resistance to, so.
Let's see. So Winter, you will take 7 damage. That's already halved. So 7 explosive fire damage, and then the gray cloak will run away.
God, you guys need pussy ass hits.
Let's see. Who had gone after that? Archers had gone, so Orin had cast turn. So it's back up to Serena.
Wait, what did I do?
You cast Barkskin on her. And they
Okay.
attacked her. Now it's back up to Serena.
Okay.
I will attempt to stealth.
Yeah, well, go ahead and roll Fortitude save first to see if your blindness subsides. DC 14.
Wait, what was it again? My thingy dings.
Fortitude.
Fortitude 3. Yeah, I need to see the number because why is my fortitude so fucking low, man? 17.
All right, you pass. You squint, and your vision slowly comes back.
Okay, so let's send this motherfucker.
You're gonna go after the guy who ran away.
I'm gonna. Actually, yes. So fuck stealth. What do I need to do? Am I still hasted?
Yes. Your movement speed is
Okay.
still increased.
And so what do I need to roll for that?
Roll me a. This is actually an urban ground, so you can actually roll stealth, even if you're out in the open.
Okay,
so
then I roll. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth, and then just say you move your full movement speed in a run. So actually, that's going to be times 4 your movement speed.
35.
Very nice. So you stealth away, and pretty much anyone you're seeing just sees her kind of almost disappear into thin air. And you go sprinting down the alleyway at very high speeds, and you easily able to start catching the guy.
Do I have another action?
You may go ahead and try a CMB to grab him if you want, or you can attack him.
Okay. Let's see. CMB plus 8. I will actually throw a knife at him.
Okay, throwing a knife. Roll
Can I
versus-
can I apply poison on the knife?
No, that is an action. So
Okay.
you can throw it at him, and
So-
it will do sneak attack damage.
Okay, I'll just throw at him. So
Go ahead and roll versus his touch AC or flat-footed AC. Sorry.
14. God damn it! What the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously?
That is a botch, and that is a miss. Your knife goes flying past him and sticks in the wall over to the side.
I'll call it back.
Okay, you call it back. You can do that. You can do that 2 more times per day with that knife.
Question: are the people still fighting, or do they all disperse?
They've at this point they're starting to disperse a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Any
once
of
you
them
punch, once you get punched in the face enough times, kind of enough to
Any of
deter
them
you.
knocked out?
There's a couple that have fallen down. Look like they're kind of unconscious.
Cool. At least I managed to get a couple.
Yep. Back down to winter.
Okay, well, having enough of this shit, I'm going to move into threat range to
Alright.
the closest archer to me.
Mm-hmm.
While on the move, I'm also going to do
Technically, it
Flames
would
of
be
the
an
Faithful.
arbalist.
which is going to set my weapon ablaze. And as a swift action as well.
The guy with the hand crossbow screams, "Apostate!"
Let's see here.
Oh, we still haven't taken care of those fuckers?
No, there's still the 2 guys with the crossbows, and then that third guy came out and he ran away, and Serena went to go chase him, but there's still the 2 guys with the crossbows.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. What is this? Which judgment do I want to do? I will do this. I will do Judgment of Destruction on myself, which then even boosts my weapons to greater power, and I'm going to cut this bitch down.
Okay.
And is this... How far away is the next archer from me?
The next archer is about 20 feet away from you.
Damn it. Why can't you be closer? I want to cleave. So roll 1d20 plus 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, well, this guy's not going to feel very good after this. I apologize. Oh, I even forgot to add +1. Oh well. 20. Not 20, sorry. D10 plus 4. And then. Ooh.
So yeah, you just kind of walk up to him, much like the Hound did to those unsuspecting guys around the campfire in season 7 of Game of Thrones. And you just kind of walk up to him, and he's like, "Ah!" as he's loading the hand crossbow, and you're just like, "Yeah!" And off goes his head.
By judgment be done, and you burst into flames.
Are these the guys that were attacking us earlier, or just now?
These are the guys that were attacking you earlier.
And with the follow-up, because of that spell, I'm actually able to make an intimidate check, so I'll do that on his buddy.
All right. Intimidate.
And hopefully this will make him piss himself.
I got someone that's gonna piss himself.
Oops.
Might want to try that again. Might want to try that again there.
I forgot my R. I'm sorry. I'm such a scrub. Sit. Yeah. I
Okay,
did
so
it,
he's
finally.
gone from shaken to frightened, but he's still not forced to be friendly. But he cannot take an action against you, so he's going to, since he does have a higher initiative than Orin, he's going to look up at Orin and be like, "Ah!" and shoot a crossbow bolt at Orin. Because why not?
Oof. Since I'm on a roof, I should be.
I'll go ahead and say that you've got some minor cover, so let's see what happens.
Yes, soft cover.
Okay, he still gets you.
Okay, so
There was a chance he could have missed, but he still gets you. So he does hit.
Okay.
And roll me fortitude save, DC 14. Take 4 damage as another crossbow bolt goes into you.
Fortitude. We're with that. +8.
Yep.
So 1d20 +8.
Yep. Oh yeah, easily. It's like fuck that poison.
Also, aren't I immune to poison, or is that higher level?
That's higher level.
Okay.
All right, so it's your turn.
Is there any way I can hit that guy without hitting my friendly in a straight line?
Let's see. He's 20 feet away, so yeah, even if you hit the guy with a bomb, it wouldn't actually hit your friend.
I'm gonna do. I was thinking using Dragon's Breath.
The spell?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the range on that?
I can either choose 60 feet or 30 feet.
Okay, so he is more than that away from you right now.
What, you said he was...
I know, he's 20 feet away from your ally. From you, he's almost like 100 feet away.
Damn it.
If not more. He's well within crossbow range, but he's not within that particular spell range.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to take a pot shot at him.
All right.
Reload.
You shoot him.
Okay, my crossbow does
1d10 plus whatever.
3d6. No, that's confusion bomb. Never mind. Crossbow. Yeah, 1d10 plus 1. And 1d6 acid.
Yep. So 1d10 plus 1 plus 1d6, basically.
Wait, did I do that right?
Yeah, you did.
Only 6 damage. Shit.
Okay. So it strikes into his shoulder and starts burning, and he's like, ah! And I'll actually go ahead and give another action to Winter, and then we'll go to Serena. So go ahead, Winter. Go ahead and do last action, because if you wish to walk up and end him, he's not going to make it.
Okay, well, I'm going to do... Fucking, I'm just going to stern gaze his ass again while I'm approaching him.
Because he is officially down to 1 hit point.
Oh, well, shit. Do I get a bonus to this intimidate then? Let's say yes.
You can if you want to, but let me see if he gets corrosion here. Hold on a
Because
moment.
he's fearful of me.
I know the
close
acid
to
might
death.
kill him though. The acid kills him.
Oh, you bitch.
He goes and he looks at his shoulder. He's like, "Oh, I'm okay." And then the acid starts to eat away at him, and he just falls over.
Okay, so with the quick gaze across the battlefield, is there anything crazy going on? Anyone still trying to fight us, or is that the only two?
Does not appear to be. It appears
Okay.
to have been only those two.
Well, then I will finish my walk up to the guy and do last rites for him.
Or if you have, abilities healing, you can tend to the people so that they gain our trust. So we gain their trust.
Yeah, that is true. There are a couple guys over in the crowd that look like they got kind of trampled. They don't look so good.
Okay, well, I got to do my last rites first, and then I'll go help them with stabilize.
Sure thing. Oris, what are you doing before we go back to Serena?
You mean me?
Yes.
I'm going to climb down from the roof.
Alrighty. And Serena, the guy who you're chasing is going to get really pissed off at you, and he's going to start slashing at you with a knife.
Okay. Is it his turn, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Do I still have the bark thing?
Yes, you do, although 26 does hit.
God damn it.
And that one misses. So he only hits you with 1.
That bark skin should last for 100 minutes.
Oh yeah. She's still got it. So take 8 damage and roll me another fortitude.
Ah,
As he cuts you
F.
across the cheek with a dagger.
not the face, man. Not the face.
Oh yeah, he went for the
My
face.
money
Okay, you're fine.
maker.
You're fine.
My money maker.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
pissed. It's your turn.
I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Ugh. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Let me see. Fuck. Mhm. Mhm. Well, I can't really do much. I can just do a base attack
Sure thing. Are you gonna stab him with a knife?
with both knives.
Alright, so roll your 2 attacks. Full round action. You're having a knife fight. That hits. And that also hits. So go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 4.
Six. God damn it! What the fuck kind of roll is that?
So you and him are having a knife fight in this alleyway, and you're clanging, and you stab him a couple times. Unfortunately, there is no poison on your knives, but he comes back, and he is going to do deadly strike.
Why are you trying to kill me? Why are you trying to kill me? I have 69 health, damn it.
He misses. That one he hits, and that's actually a crit that he's got to confirm. Which he does.
I have the question about ability.
Hold on a sec, I'm still doing something. So that will be 15 damage
Are you fucking
And-
kidding me?
and another fortitude save. As he stabs you in the shoulder.
Okay, wait, because I need to do some math here. So 6, 9, 4 minus 10, 54. God damn it, you're gonna kill me, dude.
I also forgot to mention that when you guys take long rests, like in between sessions, unless I say or end a session in combat, and you guys have had time to take a long rest or go get healing, you should be back to full. So, for example, if you took 50 damage 3 sessions ago, then it's back. But either way.
Yeah, no, it's I fail.
Okay, so roll me a 1d2. See if you're blind or deaf.
Hmm.
Okay, so you are deafened. So you can see him, but your equilibrium is now thrown off. You will be taking a -2 to all rolls.
Great.
All right. Do either of the companions wish to go try and find her after they're doing their thing?
I'm gonna try and find her with a. Since I did rep related,
Okay.
do I have a bolt already?
Yep. So next round, I'll say you can make it to her since you've been running.
Okay.
All right. So Christine, it's your turn again. As he stabs you in the shoulder. He's only hitting you with 1 attack. Unfortunately, it was a crit.
Mm. How much minus do I get? -2, you said.
Correct.
Fucking hate you.
That hits. That misses.
That doesn't.
So you go in to stab him, and you get him with 1 dagger, and as you come up with the other dagger, he parries. 1d4 plus 2.
Three. God damn it. What the fuck is up
All
with
right,
my
so
roll?
you give him a little cut.
Damn it.
So now it's his turn, and he is going to do a dagger attack, and then a... Actually... no, he'll keep stabbing you.
Dude, I'm almost
Oh,
dead.
just like that? Just keep stabbing? Shit.
So
Well,
31.
Alexia would be busy, not notice me.
22. Okay, so only one attack hits you thanks to the bark skin. So take another 3 damage and roll another fortitude save.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Well, no, actually, you're fine because you're already deafened and you can't be deafened again. So, yeah. Nothing happens as he cuts you again. Your turn, and then it'll be Orin.
Orin,
Sorry. So Serena go, and then Orin, and then him.
I have a question. I
Go ahead.
think I already know the answer to this, but let me find the ability. Swift poisoning. An alchemist can apply a dose of poison to a weapon as a move action. Can I apply it to someone else's?
That's a real good question. I normally don't allow that. But if it was something like a whip or something, I'd say sure, but not with her knives. No,
Okay.
you can apply it to your own, but not hers.
Okay, I was curious about that.
God damn it.
So you're just cutting this guy to shreds right now. Giving him
Shreds,
paper cuts
really?
all over the Giving him paper cuts all over
Death
the
by
place.
1,000 cuts.
Yeah, Orin, you're up. You turn the corner and you immediately see Serena in a knife fight with this guy.
Can I hit that guy without hitting her?
With an explosion or with just a bolt?
I was thinking Dragon's Breath.
Just
that
use
is
them both, god damn it.
that's a beam weapon. No, that's going to hit her because you're actually standing as you look down the alleyway. She is closer to you, and he is on the opposite side of her.
Like, seriously, let me give you some advice. When you are in a fight and there are other team members,
Hey, I was asking if
what matters is not to be flashy. What matters is to help your
I
team.
want to finish the guy off quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot at the fucker.
Go for the legs.
Alrighty, so shoot him.
Call
Alright.
leg shot.
Run D10,
I'd
1d20 plus
I'd
10.
rather I'd rather he stays alive, to be honest.
1d20, or is it 1d10?
1d20 to attack, and then 1d10 is the damage.
Ah, fuck.
So wait, you
1d20.
don't have any?
What? Why didn't you add your bonus?
What? Plus 1d6 acid?
No,
Wait,
it's the
plus
bonus on the left.
Plus
On
8.
the left.
Crossbow.
No. It should be more than plus 8. It's like plus 12 for you.
Plus 12, yeah.
Okay. Read your sheet.
Okay.
Says ranged attack right there.
We just add plus 12 to that?
16.
All right, so that'll be 16. That will hit.
So I'm doing...
So 1d10 plus 1 plus the 1d6.
Okay.
How's it going?
10 damage. Crossbow will go striking into his shoulder. Psst, burns. And then as a response, he's going to take a 5-foot step back, use quick draw, and shoot a crossbow bolt at... He's going to do 2 attacks on Orin, actually. $17 and 22. Do those both hit you, Orin?
my fortitude?
No, those are versus your AC.
You're right.
AC. Tough AC, touch AC? Or
No, just AC.
17.
Okay, so they both hit you. So you'll take 10 damage, and then roll me 2 fortitude saves, please.
Okay, plus 8. So
DC 14.
1d20 plus 8 or 10?
1d20 plus 8. Okay, so that's 1. You're fine on the first one. Okay, so are you immune to sleep?
Let me check.
No, he's an elf. So
I know, but
probably not.
some classes have immunity, so let's check.
Yeah.
If anything, he has a
Let's see.
resistance versus sleep spells as a dwarf.
This
Unless
is
he has a
poison, so let's see what
mutagen.
happens. And he is currently not drinking any mutagens, so.
Well, then his freaking fortitude as a dwarf should protect his ass.
Well, fortitude protects you from poison. Dwarves
Yeah.
are highly immune to poison, but he failed his save.
Oh, he already
So-
failed to save?
Yeah, he already failed his save, so now I just have to see if he's immune to sleep, which I,
I gotta
don't think he
figure
is.
out where it says this.
It doesn't look like you're immune to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you fall asleep. So Serena, you see him come down the airway. He fires a crossbow bolt at the guy you're fighting, strikes into his shoulder. The guy quick draws a hand crossbow, fires 2 bolts at Orin, and Orin falls asleep.
So how much
As they
damage did
stick
I
in
take?
You took 10.
Okay.
Serena, it's your turn.
Yeah.
It might be time to cut our losses and just let this guy go.
I'm at 100 health.
I'm at 51.
What are the
What
chances
are the
you can
chances?
throw the guy off and get back?
Not okay. Okay, you can do that in 36 combat turns.
All right, you guys got it.
What are the chances of this guy killing me in the next round?
We'll see. I don't think he's going to kill you in the next round.
What are the chances of me being able to incapacitate him in the next round?
That depends. If you wish to take a 5-foot step back, use an action to apply a poison, and then just let him attack you one turn, and then attack him back. You might have a chance to incapacitate him.
Mm,
Or what you could do. He was kind of running from you, so if you run from him and do your stealth thing, because you can actually stealth when people are looking at you because you're in an urban environment right now. You could potentially roll a stealth check to try and kind of confuse him. And depending upon what happens, he may try and run, or he may keep trying to fight you. If he keeps trying to fight you, you can get another sneak attack on him, and you could even do your assassinate on him if you wanted to. But if you want him alive, you're going to have to take a turn to coat your weapon in your sleep poison and hope that he fails his save.
How much health does he have left?
You don't know that.
Oh.
I don't tell you guys what the enemy has.
Does the asshole?
yeah, I'll go for the stealth. I'll go for the stealth because.
Okay. So as you're fighting him, you're in kind of an alleyway. They are probably about 2 or 3 combat turns away right now from you.
35.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll perception for him. Okay, so as you're fighting in the alleyway, you're able to kind of trick him with the flash of your dagger, and you kind of hold it up to the light, and you flick it at him, and the light kind of temporarily he looks at it, and then you're able to duck behind a thing. So I'm going to roll 1d6. Odds, he runs. Evens, he stays and tries to look for you. Okay. He tries to duck around the corner, and as he comes around the corner, you can go ahead and do your sneak attack on him, Serena. Now, you can say that you've been observing him this round. Do you wish to declare that you observed him the last round you stealthed?
Yes.
Okay, so
I won't take chances.
be... Okay, so you're going to use assassinate on him. So are you going to throw a dagger at him? Are you going to just stab him? Are you going to shoot him with a bow? Tell me how you're going to attack him first.
I think I should use the bow because it has, I think, a higher. Let me check real quick.
It does do more damage a little bit, yeah. Does do a little bit more damage.
No, I mean the oh, actually it's the same, 13 with that too. Oh no, it's 12. Yeah, I'll throw the dagger at him.
Okay.
Stab him, don't throw.
So as he comes out from in front of the alleyway, he's looking for you. Like the blood, the adrenaline of combat is kind of taken over his reasonable sense, and he steps into the alleyway, and you spring up from behind a barrel, and you throw the dagger at him. Go ahead and roll versus his flat foot. So your max attack bonus.
27.
That easily hits. He has to make a fortitude save. I'm not sure that actually does it. Let's see. It's half your level, so 5, and then your charisma bonus is 5, so 10, 21. And he's hurt, so that's going to be a... He literally failed by 1. You got him. So how do you want to do this?
I throw the knife and it goes in his fucking eyeball.
You spring up from behind the barrel. He almost freezes in mid-motion and doesn't fall down. And then after a few seconds, his body somewhat convulses and he falls flat on his back with a dagger in his eye. Combat is over.
I will walk towards him and pull out my knife, wipe it on his ass, and then gonna search him.
You search him. You find a mastercrafted dagger.
Ooh.
You find a potion of Cure Serious.
One sec. How much does this cure? How much does this heal?
Let me look
Serious?
it up real quick.
Am I awake?
Yes, you are awake now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go loot some of those other guys while that's happening.
So yeah, you kind of wake up and you see she has taken control of the fight. You're like, probably a good idea soon. So this particular potion, Christine,
Mm-hmm.
will heal you 3d8 plus 2.
Okay, I'm gonna do this afterwards. Do I find any documents on him or any other items?
You find no other items on him. Oh, you do find his hand crossbow, of course.
Ooh.
Oh. Is this dagger better than mine, or is my daggers better?
Your daggers are better, although this one is definitely nice. But your daggers are +1, made out of adamantine, and
Yeah,
can be called
okay.
back to you.
Then we're gonna be selling the dagger and the
Mhm.
hand crossbow for extra cash for us. Okay, let me roll for the potion because I'm gonna take the fucking potion. I'm so close. 3d8 plus 2. 12.
My character's back up to full health.
Is that how much I heal? Seriously?
Well, here's the thing, Christina. You don't actually have to use that potion because at the end of the day, when you go back to the headquarters and rest, you'll heal back to full. So you don't need to actually spend that potion right now.
And if you really,
Okay,
really
then
want healing,
then
I can
won't.
heal you a bit.
Okay,
Me too.
okay, then I won't spend it, and you fuckers can heal me because I'm like bleeding all over the place.
Oh wow, that sounds like a self-entitled elf.
Yeah, tea drinker.
Yeah.
Okay, my character's gonna
So,
loot. I'm
Yep.
gonna go loot the crossbow
so Christine, you can sell that knife for 10 gold. I'm sorry, it's mastercrafted,
Cheap.
so that's 50 gold.
guys.
50 gold.
And how about the crossbow?
25.
Is that crossbow better than mine?
Oh, hell no. You've got a heavy crossbow. This is just a little hand crossbow.
Okay.
Not to mention your crossbow is magical with effect. This thing is just an ordinary hand crossbow. It's
Okay.
not going to be better. So with that, you guys all clean up. The town kind of grudgingly kind of.
What about the 2 crossbowmen? What loot do they have on them?
Yes. Each one has a sack of 10 gold. Hand crossbows, each being able to sold at 25 gold worth a piece. And that is it.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how
that'd be-
good one of those crossbows will be because they caught fire.
I'll say he dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's tally up all the money we get, then split it evenly, if as best as we can.
So I'll go ahead and speed things up just a little bit. After you guys talk to some of the townsfolk, they pretty much throw up their hands and say, "Fine, we surrender. We're not gonna revolt. Not gonna get angry." And the guards eventually go back to gaining control. And when you guys get back to the headquarters, Yami has told you that she has thrown the guy in the cell that you told her to, and he's already being watched. And Boris.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Or she
Boris.
tries to mime it.
Hi,
Yep.
I'm eating chili.
You are sitting up eating chili on the battlements, and you see 2 dwarves. One you recognize, one you don't. Serena and
And she's pissed.
did you meet Yami?
I don't think so.
I forget, Boris. Did you?
She
Yeah,
has-
Yami is a 7. Yeah, Yami looks like she does in the picture there, and she is a 7-foot tall woman.
Nice.
And you see this
That's a
group
lot
of
of
4
women.
coming. Yeah, you see this group of 4 kind of starting to walk back. And it looks like they got into a bit of a tussle. And Serena looks pissed.
Yeah,
She's
and there's
bleeding. She's
there's
also
there's a bolt sticking out of my back, and I'm pissed.
there's a bolt sticking out of her back that apparently no one has offered to pull out. And there's a massive gash on the side of her face, and she's
Yeah.
bleeding from several
We
spots.
left way too fast to help her.
Yeah.
No, I'm just laughing
pissed.
at it.
I'm pissed. I'm not letting anyone touch me yet.
Boris
I'm
would
pissed.
audibly laugh at her.
Serena, you look up and you can see Boris sitting on the battlement eating some sort of bowl of a substance or something.
I'll glare at him and keep going. I have no time for this shit. I have to interrogate this motherfucker.
Hurts, don't it? Ooh.
Could I bring the other crossbow guy with us that I saved?
You didn't save any of the crossbow guys.
You didn't
Yeah, I did.
save any of them. No, you didn't.
He read my message.
Oh.
You said yes, but I
Oh
stabilized him and
no!
we saved him.
No! He
No,
wasn't one of the
no.
crossbow guys. He was one of the guys in the crowd who got hurt from the confusion stuff.
Oh,
That
Oh,
wasn't one of
never
the
mind.
crossbow guys.
You just drink.
Yeah,
I thought I was
he's
trying
just
to
one-
save the guy with
he
the
was one of the
acid.
Just dragging
No,
some random guy.
The guy
Just
with the
kidnapping him.
Please, I just want to
guy
go
with
home.
the
No, you're
acid.
going to the keep.
the guy with the acid died. Like you saved one of the plebs.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, to be fair, it did kind of give the the angry mob reason to not attack you because, I mean, A, you're much more well armed. You also displayed that you guys are more than capable of dealing with yourselves, and you also healed them, so they're not going to mess with you at this point.
And trick them to where they fight each other.
Yeah. So, Serena, I take it you just march straight to the cell.
Yes.
You march straight to the cell where this guy is. He's like behind the bars, and he's just kind of looking up, and then he looks up at you, and he's like, "Oh, hello."
Surprised to
Ma'am?
see me, huh?
A little bit. You look like
I'm gonna take out my knife and I'm gonna force him to open his mouth. I'm gonna inspect his mouth.
See if he has any gold teeth.
this
No.
man does not appear to have any of the poison capsules you found last time on the other guy.
He doesn't?
Does he have any gold teeth that
Okay.
you can remove for interrogation?
He does not.
No, but I'll purposely nip him a bit on the side of his lip, just to feel a little bit of the sting.
He's like, "Ow."
You said something?
Let's see. Although his hands are changed, he's still going to try and strike you.
Headbutt.
Can I be in this room as well?
That's literally what he's doing. So she's gone into the cell to do this thing, but now he is going to try and headbutt her, and he misses.
He headbutts the wall.
What do I roll to kick him in the groin?
1d20 plus 12.
You miss. I'm gonna laugh so much.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if she botches.
Kicks the wall,
Shut
breaks her
up.
foot.
It's like just everyone starts missing each other. They're just hitting the walls.
22.
Okay, 22 hits. Roll. Let's see. Your fists are. You're not a monk, so 1d4
It's not
plus.
fist, it's my foot.
Yeah, so it's 1d4 plus 1. That's your melee damage. When you become trained and unarmed, it becomes 1d6, and then sometimes even when you level up as a monk, you can do 1d8.
3.
So
But it's
you
in the
kind of.
balls.
I mean, you target him right there, boom, and he's not happy. So he's like kind of doubles it, but he's going to try and strike you again.
Can I swap
Come
places
on,
with
that's
her
not
and step?
realistic, okay?
You may swap places.
I'm gonna
you
use
can
my
fo-
feet,
well-
swap places with her, and swap places so he heads to my armor.
Yep. So Serena, as he kind of stumbles forward, he looks like he's trying to grasp at you, but like he's having trouble because he's doubled over. And as Grunter comes up to you and goes to swap places with you, he's this is a combat swap, so he's like a trained military veteran at doing this. And he comes up and he swaps places with you, and it doesn't even matter because the guy falls past you and he slams his head against the bars and does not knock himself out, but he falls down on his ass, and now he's bleeding from the head.
I'm going to pick him up by his shoulders and lean him up against the wall.
It's like,
Can Boris walk in after a few minutes?
yeah.
Am I in here?
I'll go ahead and say everyone walks in and sees all this happening.
After I lean him up against the wall, I want to pat him on the cheek. It's like, now, friend.
My character-
I feel like there's something you need to tell us.
He spits in your face.
My
Lot of
character
blood.
voices up, hey, can I test something on him? See if a normal person can handle something? Maybe I'll
Boris,
make him
Wait,
talk.
no, hold on.
No.
We want him to talk.
No.
What do we want him to
Oh,
say?
he
Because
will
I can
talk
get him to
after it.
sing.
Boris, anything to add to this?
He takes his wooden spoon and he holds out some chili and he goes, "Hey, you want some chili?" And he holds it up to the guy.
Boris, I think that your presence here might be problematic.
My character pulls out a flask of Vomit Swarm. I want to see what it does on a normal person.
Okay. Well, do you give it to him or force feed it to him?
I asked the guys, hey, can I see what this hat does if I give him Vomit Swarm?
Wait, vomit swarm as in...
He'll
He's giving him a mutagen, and
No,
when you give
you're not
someone,
going to give him anything like that.
Okay,
Boris,
so just
please
so
move
this new
on.
player can get caught up, what do we need from this guy?
Information.
What kind of information?
If you kill him, well, first of all, who he is. Second of all, what were his motives in rallying up the mob? Third of all, who is his master? And
I'm your
whatever else we can get from him.
he kind of looks at you and he's like, "I'm your father, and my job was doing your mother."
I let out a hearty chuckle and then looked back at him, and then just kind of sits down in front of him. So, there is several different ways this can happen. I really like to have a more civilized conversation.
He spits blood in your face again.
Grander, pull down his pants, and I'll unsheath my dagger.
When he goes to spit at me, I take my hand and put it on his face,
Okay.
and I cast Brand.
Cast brand. Okay.
So he takes a point of burning damage as a brand burns onto his face.
It does. And okay, so the torture is commencing. I assume Serena, you ask him to do that, but instead he reaches forward and starts burning the guy's face. So
I
anyone
guess
else?
gelding
Anything?
comes later.
Like I said, there is multiple different ways, and that was first off the wrong one. Now let's try this again. Why did you organize the mob?
It's paid.
Paid by whom?
By who?
Man in the gray cloak you killed.
Do you know who he was working for?
No, they didn't tell me anything.
Can my character do something?
Sure.
Sense motive. I'm
My
rolling.
character goes to ask the guy, "Are you afraid of spiders, ants, or wasps?"
Is that an intimidate check?
I'm just gonna ask him nicely.
He doesn't answer you.
Oh, my
I
character.
rolled a 35 on a sense motive.
Okay. As Orin's coming up and threatening him, Serena, you can clearly tell that he is not lying about anything he just said.
Hmm.
So what is your name?
He doesn't say.
My character's gonna drink his flask of Vomit Swarm, and Vomit Swarm a bunch of spiders just to scare the shit out of him.
No attack, just swarming him.
Yeah, the spiders are just all over him now, not biting him
Yeah.
yet.
He's like, my name is Adam. My name is Adam.
Is he lying?
Nope.
Okay. Remember, I have
So,
discern lies,
Adam.
so if I can catch his lie.
What really possessed you to do this? Like, from what I see, you look like a fighter, capable even. You could have joined us and made a lot more money than what he offered you. So, what did he offer you, really? And was it worth your
He-
life?
He seems to look off in the distance and get almost distracted. And he looks up at you and he says, I don't know.
My character commands the spiders to move a bit closer to his face.
He just sits there and looks. He's like, I don't know. I don't know why.
I kind of put up my hand to try to see if I could stay off his Mr. Spider attack. This man
No,
has told
no,
us nothing but the truth.
No, the spiders are just scaring the shit out of him. They're not attacking.
Yeah. I'm trying to
He doesn't
ease
look
the
scared to me.
situation.
Yeah, he just kind of looks and he's like, I don't know.
You don't know why you did it.
No. Money, maybe? I don't know.
Money, maybe. You know, there
Who
are
were
many.
you before this mob attack?
I was Adam of the village. I was the village leader. I made a lot of decisions in the town hall, and that's all I
How
did.
much did he pay you?
I think 1,000 gold.
You think? You
Boris
don't know?
through
Yeah.
the smacking of his lips as he chews on his chili will say, "Hey, what about it? It was a gray cloak guy, right? Well, all right. Well, don't them fellas cast magic?
Yeah, Yami's going to do a detect magic here.
Okay, you detect magic and look him over. The only part,
Thing is-
well, actually, hold on, because
Yeah.
you did this. Yes, you can detect some illusion magic on him. If you roll me a knowledge arcana or spellcraft check, I'll tell you what has supposedly happened. And then you also see that he's wearing a magic ring.
They take
Does
the ring
this
off
ring
them.
have the sigil that I know?
Roll 25.
He does not have a signal that you recognize. The ring is a ring of haste once per day.
Can I appraise that?
Let me go ahead and look it up, because I'll say that you can. Just a moment. So let's see, Ring of Arkansas. It's a minor ring. So it's worth 3,000 gold.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
useful though.
It's only once. It's only once. It's only once per day right now, but it's pretty good.
I could maybe do something with that since I have craft gem cutting.
Good. And Yami,
Yes,
this man has had his mind altered.
I suspected it. Well, out of character. Can I tell by what exactly?
That you cannot. You can definitely tell what kind of magic was used, but as for what entity did this, you have no idea because they're usually gone in and out. If you were there, like when it was happening, you could probably discern that. But the presence, whatever
Question
presence did it,
is,
is gone.
can he unfuck his brain?
Well, even if he was to do that, the man wouldn't remember what had happened. He's completely clueless right now. So technically, even right now, his mind isn't really fucked. It's just that he was basically controlled from the looks of it, from when it was happening, and he literally does not literally know what even happened. He was just doing and acting on impulse from the memories he remembered.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna first show him the ring now and ask him if this is his.
Yeah, that is mine.
Was it given
did
to
you
you
get it?
or has it been passed down?
I got it. I received it a few weeks ago. A friend of mine gave it to me after I won a poker game.
Who is this friend?
Or, sorry, Gwent game. He looked at me. He says, "Well, he was a guy. I was buying some drinks for him.
Wait, isn't my character holding it?
He bought a few for me. It doesn't matter who's holding it right now.
Okay,
He bought a few for me. He bought a few for me. I don't know, just some guy I was friendly with at the bar.
What was he
Okay.
wearing?
See, in the tavern that night, he was wearing a gray cloak.
Did you catch his name?
Kilix? Kilix?
Type it on
Gotcha.
TILEX LAX. Type it in Discord because I can't see on the thing. I'm on the phone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, Yami, after some silence and some thought, will summon her scythe, strap it to her back, and then move behind the guy and put her hands like next to his head, and cast Mind Probe.
Mind probe. Okay.
My character asked to look over the rank.
Does he try to resist it?
Winter, do you hand him the ring?
Yeah, I'll let him see the ring.
Okay.
My character just thinking how he can improve this and make it work better.
Alrighty. Yami, he's not going to resist. So I'll tell you what you see before we end the session here. You see flashes and memories and fragments here or there. This is something you've done before, so you're used to it. And the fact that you're blind helps because the spatial and warping of reality doesn't really bother you that much. Eventually, you start to see more recent images. The man going to a tavern, drinking, having fun, talking with fellow villagers, hearing news about the kidnapped Kunari, etc. Weeks go by where he's just doing mundane things. Everything is in fragment and off. And then you do see a man with a gray cloak, although his face is somewhat hidden, and his face, when he does finally reveal his face here and there, it's just very bland looking. And then eventually you see, in the very last frame before the memory just completely fades and you can't find anymore, you see a bald man looks Dalish, with pointy ears and glowing green eyes, staring back
Damn
at
it.
you. And then the vision cuts, and that's all you're able to probe.
Now
But you
let's
do
see how
know-
Yami will communicate that to the rest of us.
You do know what the gray cloak guy looks like, at least that particular one.
We probably could just have her explain what he looks like and have
Not-
someone draw it.
Not to mention, she is. You will definitely remember the face of that Dalish guy.
Let me think on how she could communicate this.
Just do like hand signals, whatever, for a pen or paper.
You don't know Yami.
Well, Serena will take a notebook out of her satchel and go to the last page and give you a portable fountain pen, I suppose. And give it to you so you can write down what you saw.
All right. Yami will begin very slowly, very deliberately, start to like write out what she saw. And it's letter by letter it's coming out, and at least kerning seems to be lost on her.
Granted, you do eventually convey what you saw to your companions.
Yes.
Based on the information that I have on Solus from Lyria and from the other Inquisition people, do I suspect that it's actually him?
I mean, it does match the description.
All right, I guess I have a report to give.
All right. So with that, as everyone is leaving the cell and leaving the prisoner there, and the bells are ringing, and as the scene is fading to black, does anyone do anything last to the prisoner before you guys leave?
I pat him on the head and heal his face.
All right.
I just let the spiders hang around him for a while till they decide to leave.
They eventually fade.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, okay. So how much money did all those items give us that we were going
We
to
got-
sell
I'll say in total you got 100.
for each of us?
100 to be
No.
split amongst 100 to be split amongst 4.
Okay. And I'm gonna improve that gem on that ring.
Well, that'll be a roll and a thing you'll have to do later. That will also take a
Okay.
week of crafting.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. I'll go ahead and stop the broadcast.